Well, I've got Rona of the Bookmark and Neptune Beach. She's back with some fall reads. So thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, and so what did you bring today? Do we have kind of a mix of categories?
Yeah, I have something for everybody. I kind of like to do that. I'm going to start with one that I just finished that I absolutely love called Buckeye, and it's set in a small fictional town in Ohio. And two families from World War II through the Vietnam War, and that's the backdrop historically. And these families are connected by a secret and a lie that haunts them for generations.
Okay, so is it a thriller as well, or more of a drama?
It's not a thriller. It's more of just a family story, and all of
so
the
probably we can relate
yeah, well,
in some ways.
Dysfunctional families.
Okay,
well, right.
Yeah, some of us can.
A lot of scarred and flawed people, so you know you're sort of rooting for everybody and nobody.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, what about this one?
So this one's Mona's Eyes. This is a beautiful story about a grandfather and a granddaughter, but it's really an art history lesson as well. She's 10 years old and she's losing her sight. So her grandfather takes her to the Louvre every week for 52 weeks for 1 year and focuses on one piece of art that she can remember, and they talk about it and they do all the details, so when she ultimately loses her sight, she'll have all this beautiful art in her mind.
Oh, in her mind. That is so sweet.
Isn't that gorgeous? And the cover, I mean, it's gorgeous. So there you go.
What about here?
This one, Indian country, it's sort of a double meaning because it's India the country and then Indian country like Montana.
Oh, okay.
So a couple who've had an arranged marriage, they move from India, and he gets a job in Montana building a dam because he's a hydraulic engineer. And they're adjusting, and it's not your normal just how do we assimilate kind of story, and somebody turns up dead at the construction site. So,
all right.
Again, there's a little bit of a mystery.
Okay,
you know,
those are
bodies
fun.
are always intriguing. In the
They're
novel.
always intriguing, yeah, especially this time, getting into this time of year.
Especially this time of year. A Good Dog in Georgia, a little confusing because it's not the state, it's the country.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I would sort of get everybody's attention. And it's about a 46-year-old woman who wants to escape a bad marriage, and she goes looking for a missing dog that's made the national news, and she's trying to sort of figure out who she is as well as finding this dog. And you get a little bit of the sense of what's going on in Ukraine today because this country was under the same kind of problems with Russia at the time. So there's a little bit of relevance, and there's a dog. You know, who doesn't love the story with a dog, right?
And I do love the cover of this too with all the fall leaves there. Very pretty.
I know. See, fall's coming. There you go.
A girl in the green dress?
Oh, this is a mystery, and it's historical fiction and fictional history, because the historical fictional part is there was a man who was a reporter, and he reported on a death in the 1920s that was never solved. And 30 years later, he died, and nobody knows what really happened. The fictional history part is that he teamed up with Zelda Fitzgerald in the 20s to solve this murder. And once you bring in Zelda Fitzgerald, you got glitz and glamours in the roaring 20s, and it just takes off from there.
Kind of just takes you back.
It just goes
transports you.
Crazy, absolutely.
And the arrogant ape, that sounds funny.
This is actually, well, you know, it's funny for us because it makes fun of us in a way. This is nonfiction. This is science. It's a Harvard primatologist, and she's basically telling us to humble yourself a little bit because we think that as humans we are superior to all the animals on the planet. And she's saying, well, you need to reconsider that. And
we're all one.
We're all one, and it will change our perspective on how we live on this planet and how we take good care of it. So it's a humbling, good, I love things that remind us, you know, remember who you are and where you fit into the scheme
we're all
of things.
just trying to live.
We're all just trying to live, absolutely.
Okay, so we don't have time to get to all the events, but I know you have lots of events coming up this season.
We do.
So how do we get more information about that?
They're on our website, www.bookmarkbeach.com, and again, there's something for everybody: young adult, children's, and historical fiction.
Yep,
so
they always have
don't miss them.
Book signings and all sorts of things, and then book readings. You guys do a fantastic job, and what a cute, quaint shop in Neptune Beach.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us again, Rona.
Always my pleasure.